Matt Antonelli is an interesting player to think about. Of course, a lot of people know him for his YouTube videos where he talks about his experiences playing professional baseball in his 8-year career. But the sad thing about Matt is that he didn't really spend a lot of time in the MLB, and it's such a shame that injuries with his hand affected his chances of getting back to the big leagues. I'm Josh Wright, and today we're going to be looking at the interesting story of a former Padres first-round pick prospect, Matt Antonelli. Matt Antonelli was born on April 8th, 1985. Hey, we have the same birth month. That's cool. In Peabody, Massachusetts is where he went into St. John's Prep in high school and was actually originally a draft pick by the Los Angeles Dodgers in 2003. But instead of going to the Dodgers, he attended Wake Forest University instead. Back in 2004 and 2005, Matt had also played in the Cape Cod League in the summer, playing for the Falmouth Commodores. In 2006, the San Diego Padres had the 17th pick in the MLB draft, and they selected the 21-year-old Matt Antonelli, who started his career in the Padres minor league system with their short season in A-ball team, the Eugene Emeralds in Eugene, Oregon. He also spent in a little bit with the Fort Wayne Wizards in Fort Wayne, Indiana, now known as the Fort Wayne Tin Caps. And to finish the 2006 season, Matt Antonelli played in 60 games, had 205 at-bats, 56 hits, 12 doubles, no home runs, 22 RBIs, had a batting average at .273, on-base percentage .412, slugging percentage .356, and an OPS at .768. Matt also walked 48 times and struck out 37 times. Matt Antonelli in 2007 split the season and starting in High A with the Lake Elsinore Storm in Lake Elsinore, California, and also ended the season in Double A with the San Antonio Missions in San Antonio, Texas. This is when Matt had his best season as a professional baseball player by far. Matt played in 131 games, had 534 at-bats, 164 hits, 21 home runs, 78 RBIs, hitting .307, with an on-base percentage at .404, slugging percentage .491, making his OPS .894. While playing in Double-A for the Missions, they ended up winning the Texas League Championship. In 2008, Matt Antonelli started the season with the Portland Beavers, who were the Triple-A team for the Padres at the time, where he hit .215 in 128 games, 7 home runs, and 39 RBIs included. In September of 2008, Matt Antonelli, alongside pitcher Wade LeBlanc, were on a flight to Los Angeles to meet up with the big league San Diego Padres, where they were playing the Dodgers. Matt got his first major league hit off of a Hall of Fame pitcher Greg Maddux, and he even had Vince Scully behind the mic. So, even though Matt Antonelli's career didn't go the way he expected it to, at least he had a pretty cool debut. On September 15th, 2008, versus the Colorado Rockies, Matt hit his first and only home run of his month-long MLB career off of Rockies pitcher Jason Hirsch. Matt went back to Portland for 2009 and 2010 and wasn't able to return to the big Padres due to the injuries on his hand. So when the 2010 season was over, Matt was granted free agency after 5 years with San Diego. In 2011, Matt signed a 1-year deal with the Washington Nationals, spending a week in Double-A for the Harrisburg Senators, and the rest of 2011 with the Triple-A Syracuse Chiefs. Matt Antonelli played in 90 games with his time with the Nationals, had 315 at-bats, 94 hits, 8 home runs, 31 RBIs, had a batting average at .298, on-base percentage .390, slugging percentage was .457, and an OPS at .847. While with the Nationals, he was also trying to be a utility player, but that didn't really work out very well. And he was an all-star while he was there too, so that's good. Matt Antonelli split 2012 with the AAA teams for the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees. He was with the Norfolk Tides and Norfolk, Virginia for the Orioles, and then with the Yankees, he was in Scranton, Wilkes-Barre. But they were playing their home games at Rochester instead. Matt didn't play for either team for very long and was released by the Yankees at the end of the year against Pawtucket. Also, while he was with the Yankees, Matt brought up a story that when he first got to Scranton, while meeting the manager for the first time, of course, since the Yankees have you got to have a clean shave while you're with the Yankees. The manager told him to go shave your effing face. And so he went to the bathroom, shaved with not an electric razor, it was kind of like one of those actual razors. And Matt tells the story better than I do, so he has a story about it. So go ahead and check it out. Matt played the early part of 2013 with the Cleveland Indians and had a good spring training, but once again started out in AAA with the Columbus, Ohio for the Columbus Clippers. But just like the Yankees, he's a month into the season, Matt got released in Pawtucket. After his release from the Indians, he is currently a baseball coach, which he coached a little at Wake Forest before starting up his own baseball team called Antonelli Baseball. Matt also has a YouTube channel where he talks about his experiences playing professional baseball, and even has a little Road to the Show series that he has. It's super interesting in listening to a former player talk about his playing days. He's in professional baseball, and I think that's what makes baseball so interesting. Hearing people all tell stories from when they played.